If you're dating a Filipina, make sure she buys into your strategy. Okay, it's very important because if she's not in total sync with you, there's going to be some catastrophes in your relationship. She wants to go one way, you want to go another because your goals and your strategies are not in alignment. Today, we're going to talk about that, how it's important to have your lady, your Filipina, your woman, buy in to your strategy. Because whenever you have a strategy and she's not involved, it's going to be chaos in the house. Okay? I'm serious. You got to understand. When people have a relationship, that means that they're on the same page. They should be on the same page, same wavelength. Should have the same mentality or similar, and should want to go what in the same direction. If you want to go this way, and lady, sister, girl want to go that way, that causes what friction. Hmm? So when you find that in your relationship, you have to correct it. If you're a leader, if you're a man, you the man, right? Or you the boy? Which one is it? Huh? You the boy toy? I'm like, look, man, grow up. Make sure your lady, your Filipina, buys into your strategy. Okay? It is so important. And the problem, ladies and gentlemen, is that many of us don't have, as men, we don't even know what a strategy is. But I don't know what that is, man. Please, can you tell me, please? Strategy, man. You got to know where you want to go, where you want to go in your life, how you want to get to strategy. Men fantasize, in the Filipina, and the women strategize. You got to get that reversed. That's why a lot of men are so strung out about their lady. She got a game running, and he don't even know it. Yeah, man. Yeah, she got a strategy. He don't even know how to spell strategy. Much less what it is. That's what we're gonna talk about today. Y'all ready? That's ready? I ain't playing with y'all today. I got Markell's gonna come on the show a little bit later, and we're gonna get this thing rocking and rolling, and we're gonna tell you about some veteran stuff as well. Okay. But the main focus today, if you're dating a Filipino, make sure she buys into your strategy, man. Okay? So very, very important in your life. Yeah, what a joy, such a joy to be back in with you. And today I want to say those of you here the first time, if you would please click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you can continue receiving fresh new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, today, I want to focus on strategy, okay? Understanding, no hocus pocus, just focus for today, real quick. We're gonna run this real quick because I got Mark coming. Okay. Thumbnail for today. What's your strategy? Mister, what's your strategy? Sister, we just gonna be in love, we gonna live happily ever after, we just love make everything happen for us, we just love. Okay, that's your strategy, you ain't got nothing. And my mama told me a long time ago, nothing from nothing, leave nothing. And when you have nothing in your relationship to begin with, you ain't going nowhere fast. And we gonna be all right, dude. We just love. Love don't make everything grow. You got to work in other areas in order for your love to grow. Huh? Oh, you didn't know that, did you? You said, but I thought I've been always love is all we need, Love make the world go round. Stop the lie, mister. That's why you all jacked up from the neck up. You think love is everything in love. No, it's good to have love, but you need more ingredients than that to make a successful relationship, especially when you deal with a foreign entity such as the Filipino. Okay? I'm going to tell you, man, if you want to be successful in your relationship, get your lady to buy into your plan, your strategy. Okay? And then you can grow. No hocus pocus, just focus for today. What is the strategy? We're gonna talk about what is your strategy. You need cooperation, and then we can talk about lastly, you must grow and be what progressive. Yeah, you got to grow up and stop blowing up. You know, No, I can't keep no woman, man. They ain't right. They ain't right. You know, they ain't right with me. Markell's in here. Okay, let's go. We're gonna get Markell real quick. We'll come back to this. Markell in the house, in the house. Hey, Markell, good to see you, my brother from another mother. Hey, Markell, let me just start off. First of all, I apologize profusely. Yesterday was our appointment day, and I let Lisa D. I'm trying to shift the blame on Lisa D. Y'all. I let Lisa D trick me into going to the mall. I said, okay, let's go. I forgot all about. And then Markell was on. I did a show from the mall, and Markell was on the show. I still forgot. I'm sorry, man. I would try not never to have this happen again.
You blame me.
I'm sorry.
Sir Markell.
Mark, she back there talking. You blame me. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I was asking him earlier yesterday that do you have a show?
She asked me, but I forgot all about it. Anyway, let's go, Markell. Markell's here today, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get Markell to run us some veterans information, and we're gonna get him everything he got. Take as long as you want, Markell. You got.
Oh no, I don't have a real long one today. You were talking about strategy, so I want to offer a strategy to guys who are trying to come to the Philippines, especially if you're 100% disabled. Okay.
Okay.
There's a service that's called Space A. Now, people in the regular military have used it before. It used to be called a hop. When you were in BobbieD, you remember what a hop is. Well, you can jump on a plane and it may be going to Italy or it may be going to Japan or whatever. Well, as a disabled veteran, 100% disabled veteran, you now have access to use space air travel. Okay.
Yeah.
So that basically means now you can't do it internationally. You can do it domestically. But if you're getting ready to fly to the Philippines, you could take a flight possibly from the US to Guam, which is going to put you way closer going from Guam to the Philippines than it is from anywhere you're going in the lower 48 going to the Philippines. And that is a free flight.
Okay.
Okay. You're paying zero if you can get on that flight. Now, it's not a guarantee you're going to get on that flight. There's no guarantees. All right. Because it goes by the CAT. So disabled veterans are in a CAT 6. Okay.
CAT
you're
6.
one of the lowest CATs. If you're a retiree, you're in a CAT 5 or CAT 4. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's CAT 5. But what you have to do is sign up. Go to spaceatravel.com. Okay. And you don't have to just fly, to Guam. You can fly anywhere in the US. Hell, if you say you in Oklahoma, there's a base, Fort Sill, and or Air Force Base. I forgot what base is there. But say you want to fly from there to Florida. Hey, if they got space, fly from there to Florida. Costs you nothing. Zero.
My dad used to tell me about that program. He said, I'm a veteran. My dad had 20 years. I'm a veteran. I can fly anyway. But he never would take advantage of it. So that's what it's called, Space Ear. Is it A-I-R?
Space A. The letter A. Space A travel.
Okay. Man, that's cool, man. And then so you can travel anywhere. Now you mentioned, tell me again, was it international only or domestic? Which one was it?
It's domestic only for disabled veterans. But if you are a retiree, you can fly anywhere. So what you have to do as a domestic traveler is go to places domestically. Again, if there's nothing available in Guam, fly to Hawaii. You're knocking out more than half the trip going to Hawaii. And again, it costs you nothing. If you're able to get on that flight, it costs you nothing. It's absolutely free.
Okay, so domestic is free for disabled veterans.
Disabled veterans, right. But retirees can go anywhere. Okay, retirees are in a different CAT. So disabled veterans are in a CAT 6. Now somebody gonna say, well, can I take my spouse? Yes, you can. You can sponsor your spouse if she wants. All you got to do is go online, fill out the paperwork, put the number of passengers. If you have kids, if there is, the key thing to this, BobbieD, is space. There has to be space available. Okay. Again, it's not a guarantee, but there's been a lot of people who have been successful with Space A flights.
Okay. So how far in advance must you put your request to go in advance?
So you can sign up online through the website, put in all your information, And when a flight becomes available, they will send you an alert.
Okay.
Then you can let them know, hey, okay, I want to sign up for this flight. You need to be at the base at whatever specific time. And as long as no other cats come before you, they don't kick you off, right?
Mhm.
You'll be good to go. You need to tell
Okay.
them how much luggage you bring in, what the luggage weighs. They need to do all the logistics when it comes to that. But the key is to go online and sign up for the website.
Okay. So there you have it, guys. Awesome program. I remember my dad talking about that. He said, I can go anywhere I want in the world, son. You know, I'm tired. I thought he was just playing with me. But he was real, you know. But he never took advantage of it. My dad was a homebody, you know, he didn't want to go all that much, you know. But this is awesome, man. This unlocks a whole new world for many people that want to come to the Philippines, you know. If you're a retiree, you can take advantage of the international part of this program called the Space Aid Travel. It's called spaceaidtravel.com. There's no space in between. I just made an error there. But that's awesome, man. So my question to the guys out there is retirees, what's your problem? When you coming?
And 100% disabled veteran, BobbieD. And the key thing to this, it is free. The only thing it's costing you is to ride to the base. That's it. If you live near a base, hey, if they don't have nothing for you today, okay, no problem. When's the next one? I'll try the next one.
Man,
And that's it. That is it. It can't get no easier than that, BobbieD. Can't get no easier than that.
easy peasy, man. You
But
can't beat.
also, that can be used as a tool for the emergency to get your butt back to the States. When you are
Okay.
down and out with no money,
Yeah.
when you are down and out, say you in the Philippines, you down to
Right.
your last nickel, you like, you know what, this ain't working for me.
Right.
I don't have the 1,800 or whatever it is to get back to where I came from. Take your butt to Guam. Get you a flight in Guam.
Right.
Space Aid, take you right back to the States. Now, you may have to try to get as close as you can to where you're from, because you might be from an area where there is no military base there, but you back in the States.
Right.
You
Right.
can make your way from there.
That's saving a lot of money, man. I mean, it's cheaper to go to Guam than it is to the USA. You ain't got the money. You can probably get up the money to go to Guam. I'm not far from here in the Philippines. But that's awesome, man. Space Aid Travel. And
Correct.
that's a great way to travel free of charge. If you're a retiree, it's international or domestic. If you're a disabled veteran, 100%, it is only domestic. But again, Markell made a plan. He gave you the strategy. Go to Guam or whatever, and then have them pay for you to get from Guam to the Philippines or wherever else you want to go in Asia. But Guam is in Asia, so that's an awesome program, man. And you guys out there, you're crying, but I don't have this, and I don't have that. You got the plan available for you. You
Hey,
know?
BobbieD, if you want it, there's always a way. That's the problem. People give up too quickly. They think,
Yeah,
oh, well, there's no way I can make it. Sure there is. You just have to use this.
that's
There's
right.
always a way to get it done. But the one thing I'll say, don't travel over there with no money. I don't care if it's a free flight. Don't bring your butt over there. You ain't got for $1,200. You like, I'm gonna stay there for 3 months. No, you're not. No, you're not.
It's not going to work. That might
Now,
last a week.
one other thing I want to answer, because I'm sure this is the questions that are gonna come up to you, but I'm gonna answer this real quick. So the new visa program kicked in here starting today. So they did away with a lot of the old stuff, and there's all the new stuff in here now.
Okay.
So I had a question from a vet who wanted to know, what is the difference between the new visitor visa program here and the overstay in the Dominican Republic? So I'm
Okay.
gonna give you a quick example. Okay, here in Colombia right now, just on your American passport alone, you can stay here 6 months in a calendar year, 180 days in one calendar year. Okay.
6 months.
If you want to stay longer than that, you have to get what's called now a visitor's visa. The
Okay.
visitor's visa is going to run you anywhere between $400 to $1,000. Depends on who you get, whatever lawyer office you get, or whoever you get to work at. Could be as low as 400, could be as high as 1,000. But I caution veterans, if you have a high mental health rating, 60% or above, they're not going to approve. I'm going
Okay.
to just tell you straight up. because they're already, it's in the paperwork. If you want to go to the link, I can drop the link. But they're targeting veterans, especially with high mental health ratings, especially PTSD. They're not going to approve it. I'm just letting you know at the gate. If your background is not squared away, don't even apply. Because the thing is, BobbieD, lawyers will gladly take your money, knowing that you won't qualify. Thank you. They're gonna still take your money. Ain't no guarantee. But if you know your background ain't squared away and you know you got a high mental health rating, don't even try. Just being real talk. But here's the difference. So there's $400. Let's stay on the low end. Let's say $400, right? That's for 6 more months in Colombia. In comparisons to the Dominican Republic, BobbieD, you can stay in the Dominican Republic on what's called an overstay. So in the Dominican Republic, they make it very easy for you to stay as long as you want. You just have to pay a fine when you leave. So to give you an example, say you wanted to stay 3 years in the Dominican Republic. You know how much it will cost you and a fine to leave and come right back the next day? $200.
Oh man, that's easy. What?
So you can spend $200 and stay in the DR for 3 years, or you spend $400 and stay 6 more months in Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia got a better deal. Yeah, that's a better deal.
If you find a lawyer on the low end of 400, most are going to want to be $550, $600. So you figure about $100 a month, $600 for 6 months, or 3 years for $200.
Yeah. No, I would take my chances with the DR. I would go with the DR.
I'm not trying to give anybody idea. I'm just saying. I'm just putting out there information for you all to make the best decision for yourself. That's all I'm doing. But I will tell you though, coming here, you need to be squared away. No high mental health rating. Your background needs to be good to go. If you don't have those 2 things, take your butt to the Dominican Republic. Don't even try to get no visa here or none of that, because all you're doing is wasting your money and your time.
Right. That's right. So now in the Philippines, you can come here on your passport, and you can get what's called a temporary visa.
Right.
That'll allow you to stay there up to 3 months. No, 60 days. Excuse me, 60 days on a temporary visa. After the 60 days is over, then you can get what's called an extension. Okay. And the extension is like what, 1,500 pesos, like what, $50, 100, something like that. It's not that expensive.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
You can do that up to 3 years. You can every month extend up to 3 years. After the 3rd year, or the last day of that 3rd year, you have to leave the country one day, and then you can come right back the next day and start the whole process all over again. So that's the way they do it here, because they want to encourage people to come here and spend their money if you're in good shape. But they're not stringent about checking the background as Colombia is right now. But that's what they're talking. They talked about that early part of this year. They didn't make any action on it. So I think right now they just want people to get in and recover for the money. You know what I'm saying? How is the economy in Colombia right now with the new president and the new regime? Down? Really? Oh, wow.
The peso is so low right now. It's almost $5,001.
Man. Wow. You could be living real good out there, Markell. 5,000. You get now, how much? I'll go ahead.
I was going to say, now, I'm not sure exactly what the strategy is for Colombia, the reason why they're doing all these new visas the way that they are, because they're making it harder. Even though some people are going to get the new visa, BobbieD, that visa does not count toward you getting residency. It's just a visitor's visa. So you could be here on a visitor's visa for 10 years. None of that counts toward residency. None of it.
No, so that's not good. If you want to be a resident, get a resident visa, you got to start all over again. And you've been there 10 years.
And they got to get this visa, BobbieD, every year. You got to renew it so that's $600, potentially $550, $600 every year you spending just to spend an extra 6 months there.
No, I don't think I want to do that unless I had somebody that really wanted to stay with.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not sure why the direction of this, because even with the investment visa, it used to be you could invest 160, 170,000. You could automatically get a 5-year visa by investing in property. They're not even doing that now. Now you can invest, but you got to renew every year to the 5th year. Then you can get a residency visa.
Okay. Well, it's a little bit more complex there than here. Here you can get a permanent resident visa. You just got to put some money there. I think the 10,000. If you're veterans, 1,500. You put that down, and that's your visas for as long as you want it. You know, as long as it's permanent resident. You have to renew. What you do have to do once a year is you have to. Let's call it. You pay for like 500 pesos, and you fill out your address form. You just let them know where you are. That's all. You have to do it once a year. That's it. Annual. We call it annual renewal. I have a permanent resident visa, and that's what I do once a year. It's like 500 pesos every year, January, March. Pay.
The best one, BobbieD, and my buddies in Panama right now. That's the best one to get. Panama.
Okay. Panama. Okay.
You guys who are looking for a place, you want like simple, easy visa process, Panama.
Panama.
Go to Panama. Is the best. If you Google it right now, I don't know all of the details behind it, but I am going to get it after I get my residency. I'm going to fly to Panama just to get that visa.
Okay.
Okay. Because you don't even have to live there. Once you get it, you got it for life. You can come in and out anytime you want. It's for life. You pay one time. It's for life.
Now, yeah, we need to know the price on that one. But that's
now it's only like 1,200, 1,500, something like that. But it's for life.
That's what you want. That's the way the veterans and the permanent resident visas are here. So life, as long as you pay your renewal, not a renewal, but pay your it's called an annual renewal form where you just identify where you are once a year, like 500. That ain't nothing, like $10. That's all you gotta do here. So that's what countries are doing to encourage people to come back. They need the money, they need the revenue, and they relaxing the laws, everything, man. And you know, people that want to come and want to visit, they need to take advantage of it because you know they may next year might be a totally another story. You know.
Yeah, they may go make a new policy change, depends on how this goes. And they have a new visa also called the digital nomad visa. Now this is also a visitor's visa. None of the time counts toward residency. But people are not smart, BobbieD. You got to understand, a lot of these people out here, bro, they love to brag about stuff, but they don't really use this a lot.
Right.
Why do you think the country wants to give nomads a visa? What would be the reason? What would be the benefit of the country to give nomads a visa?
Money. They can get money from them, going all over the
taxes.
place. Yeah, taxes.
Taxes. In this country, after you're here 183 days, you're liable for taxes. They want to give digital nomads a visa for 2 years, which means what? They're going to tax you for 2 straight years.
Well, so they don't have an agreement treaty with the United States? They don't have a treaty for taxes?
There's no treaty. See, that's the other thing, BobbieD. People don't use it. They don't do no research. Colombia is one of the few countries there's no treaty. There's none.
I couldn't stay there. Nah.
There is no agreement. So basically, the way it works here is when you file your taxes for the U.S., you're also supposed to file taxes here as well, which I do every year. I don't end up paying much. It's like what did I pay this year? I think I paid like $20, but I don't own any property. I don't have a car. I don't even have a bank seat. Here, if you have more than $200 in your bank account, they're going to tax your money in the bank. You got to pay taxes on that. You got a property here, it gets taxed. You own a car, it gets taxed. Everything here is taxed. Everything.
Wow, they need money bad.
And a lot of these nomads, I'm telling you, BobbieD, they're not smart people. For people who are supposed to be independent and do all these things, they're not smart because you pay taxes in the States. You're going to pay taxes in the U.S. regardless of where you are in the world. You're a U.S. citizen, you're liable for taxes.
That's right. That's right.
So as you pay taxes there, you're going to be paying taxes here too. So you're going to be double taxed.
Double tax.
It's like,
I don't like that double tax, man. You keep that. That's one reason I moved here because I knew that we had a treaty and I wanted to pay taxes to the Philippine government. The only certain area limitation, but I do have to pay tax, pay on my house, pay taxes on the property and stuff like that. But that's about it. But man, that's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Panama has an agreement, DR has an agreement, but Colombia does not. Colombia tomorrow could pass a bill that says all expats have to pay 10% of their income in taxes in order to be here. And ain't nothing nobody can do about it. You just got to pay it.
No, they got to move out their country. I'm not who you think they're gonna play my money now.
But see,
But
that's why I don't own anything here. I'm not trying to own anything here because I would be taxed for everything here. The only thing I own here, BobbieD, I bought 2 pieces of land. One was $50, the other one was $75. That's the only thing I'm paying taxes on.
wow, man, and that according to where you are, that land could be triple and double in a year or two. That
Well, it's out
valuable.
in the middle of nowhere. I'm hoping that this resort builds next to it, and they got to come to me to get the rest of my spot.
There you go. That's smart. That's what you call using your head to get ahead. Using your head, man. That's smart. That's called passive income. Passive, and you don't have to lift the finger, and that money's gonna come to you when they start building out there.
Correct.
That's awesome, man. That's how you, ladies and gentlemen, you just gave you a brilliant strategy on several fronts. He talked to you about how to get to the United States, you're a veteran, and how to get overseas, you're a veteran, or anywhere in the United States if you want to, free with the Space Air Travel Program, spaceaidtravelprogram.com, spaceaidtravel.com. He talked about how the visa programs, how the visa program is changing in Colombia, and then they gave a comparison between Colombia and Panama and the DR, and based on his assessment, the one in Panama, DR is the best. Is that right, Markell?
Well, as
Visa.
far as like staying somewhere long term and paying the least is Panama. But if you
Panama.
don't try to get a pension visa, you just go to the DR, stay as long as you want, pay the fine, and go back home. It's
Okay.
just that simple. DR
Yeah.
doesn't have nowhere near the restrictions all these other countries have. It's pretty
Okay.
wide open.
Okay, got you, man. All right, look, we got any question out there? Okay, no question out there. So, all right, Mark, what else you got for us? That's it.
That's it, man. That's it. I didn't want
All
to
right.
keep you.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you coming in. I apologize profusely once
Hold on,
again.
hold on. He said, so in Colombia.
Okay, question coming in there. Okay. He says, so in Colombia, U.S. citizens not double tax. No,
Yeah,
that's
they
not
are.
true. They are
Good
double
tax.
tax.
You have several forms that you can file depending upon your income, how your income is made. You do have different forms that you can file to avoid some of the taxes in the U.S. If you
Right.
don't meet standards, you only make X amount of money in these countries, then you can get a waiver in the U.S. But here in Colombia, you're still going to file. That's the thing about it, dude, is when you're a digital nomad, they know you're earning income. They know you have to file taxes.
Right.
And you're going to have to pay taxes if you make enough in the US as well as right here in Colombia. And that's what they're counting on.
That's hard, man. I might want to visit there, but I definitely wouldn't want to stay there because of the double tax stuff. I want a country that's not going to take. I already paying money to U.S. Well, I got to pay y'all too. No, and I don't even. I'm not a permanent. I'm not a citizen there. But then you tax me every month. Nah, I don't like that. But if you're not going to be a permanent citizen there or a permanent resident, that might be all right for you. Just stay a little while and go about your business. You want cheap visa to get there, and then you only pay what, 400 to extend it. You can stay for 6 months, then 400 to extend it. So
Well, that's on the low end. It depends on the lawyer that you get. It might be 600, it might be 800. Depends on the lawyer that you pick.
okay. What is your experience with immigration here? How easy is it to go to immigration? Is it crowded always? Do you have to make an appointment to get there? Or
No, well, I've had good experience both times I've had to deal with it because I'm using the same lawyer I had before.
okay,
She speaks English as well as Spanish,
okay,
and it was a great experience the first time. The second time I did it in February, it was a great experience. So, but the main office you got to deal with is in Bogota. I'm in Medellin, so I'm about an hour flight, not even an hour, probably like 40-minute flight to Bogota. If you're driving, it's about a 10, 12-hour drive to get there from here. Taking a bus, I think on the bus, it's like 15 to 18 hours on a bus to get to Bogota. That's if somebody's trying to do it on their own.
right,
Normally what happens here is people hire an attorney,
right.
and then the attorney gets all the paperwork. Because just like in the Philippines, they got to get an apostille, an
Yeah,
apostille,
pasta. Yeah,
and they got to transfer it from English to Spanish.
right.
That's why they hired a lawyer, because most people who are coming here have no idea where to start with all that. So you hire an attorney, you get an attorney, all the paperwork, you got to get it notarized, same way you do in the U.S., and then they got to make an appointment at the embassy so the embassy can verify all your information and your income.
Okay.
Okay, so
basically, there you just get an attorney. He do all that paperwork, everything you need, and then he give you his. Here you go. That's it. That's
it's different. It's different when you're in an English speaking country like you are, because you can just go there and figure it out on your own.
Right,
Everybody speaks English.
Right.
But when you're in a country, a Spanish speaking country, and you don't know what's going on, what people are saying, that's going to be difficult for you to do it if you're not familiar with the language.
Right. It's much easier. Now, a lot of people here use the apostate, use attorneys and so forth. They have little company agencies that will get your passport, anything you want. They charge you because people here some people just lazy. They rather just pay for somebody. They can actually go down and do everything that person doing, but they just rather pay. And that's a big business. Just getting stuff for your visas, extensions, all that. Just pay somebody and you ain't got to go out your door. And that happens a lot out here. I don't do it.
And here, especially BobbieD, that's big business. You get foreigners come here, they love it here, they love the weather here, they love other things here, and they don't want to leave. So they try to figure out a way to stay. Some of them come up with the student visa. I'm gonna study Spanish while I'm here, so that'll give them a 1-year visa. They pay $600-800, it'll give them a 1-year visa. So they come up with different ways to try to make it easier for them to stay. But this time around, it ain't gonna be so easy.
Right. Now the new president is there and the new vice president. What changes? Have you seen any changes they made? Anything important so far since they've been in office?
They made changes as far as the militia groups that are here, the groups that are up in the mountains that have been going back and forth with the police here. They've gotten a ceasefire and they made some progress with Venezuela. They're also trying to make some progress with the U.S. because they're trying to do something I don't think is ever going to happen in my lifetime, which is get the U.S. government to allow Colombian citizens to enter the U.S. with no visa, with nothing but a. And I'm like, no, the other half of the country not gonna go for that shit.
It's just like a Philippine trying to get into the U.S. with no visa. That ain't gonna work. They tried that before with the Filipino. They would just get there and stay.
Right.
So,
I don't see that ever happening, BobbieD. Now they did it in Great Britain. I mean, in where was it? Yeah, in London. Colombian citizens can just go. They don't need no visa, no nothing. They can just go.
They worked the mojo on somebody for that because I don't see how they can do that. When you're a developing country, it's hard to travel around. Your citizens travel around the earth visa free. It really is, because that means that your country's not stable enough, that the money's not right, and you may not have the right money, and that means you're a threat, you're a risk rather, to stay in that country. And most countries don't want that. They don't want to accept that risk.
Well, the other main part is, BobbieD, is the government has to pick up the tab for these people. If you go to indigent, guess what? You just invited a bunch of people over. You got to take care of them. It's like, I don't see our government ever doing that, man. They don't want to take care of the people in the country, let alone bringing a whole other group. I was like, no.
Well, we got this anti-immigration thing anyway. They against any kind of immigration anyway. But especially when Trump was in office, like, no, they're not coming here. Keep them out. Go to the border. Let's secure the border and all that stuff. But they coming in whether the border secured or not. They're gonna find a way in. That's what people do when they want to go to the land of the free, home of the brave, the best country in the world. It's hard to keep people out. How does the border? What are the borders with Colombia? Countries that
Venezuela, Trinidad, Tobago. You got Ecuador.
Okay. And I understand they have a bad relationship with Venezuela.
Well, that's what he's working on. He's smoothing relations out with Venezuelans. Part of the new visa thing is Venezuelan citizens now can get residency with the new visa that they passed. So all of the Venezuelans that are here, they have a path to residency now.
How often do you have to show? How often do you have to show your passport when you're out in the streets? Do they check you every so often for your passport, or like you got to go to the store and all? They don't at all. Okay.
No, I mean, the only time I've ever had a situation I had to pull out my ID card, because I have an ID card, a Colombian ID card. It's like random police check stops. Like if we go on a trip somewhere, there might be a random stop. The police will call you over sometimes. Most of the time they don't. But as a foreigner here, it is rare, and mean rare, for the police to have interaction with you. Unless you did something stupid,
Right.
they normally never say anything. They
Okay.
just speak and you just keep it pushing. They don't bother you here.
That's how it is here. You don't bother you unless you're doing something crazy or you're breaking the law. And then even if you're breaking the law, they're gonna be very courteous. Sir, are you
Right,
aware?
right.
They're gonna talk to you real nice because they don't.
Because most of the time, Bobby, they figure you don't know the rules, you don't know the law, so they'll
Right,
try to explain it to you what the
right.
law is, and then they'll tell you, okay, don't do this again, and keep it moving. They
Okay.
don't really mess with foreigners like that.
All right. We got a question here from Robert Lee. He says, "Where can you go? Hold on. Where can you go as a travel tourist and no double tax countries? I know we will pay USA taxes, just don't want to be double taxed." Okay. I know the
Man, there's
Philippines is
tons of
one.
countries.
Yeah, this most major countries have that treaty with the U.S. U.S. was smart. I don't know who thought of it, but whoever thought of it, the U.S. gets just get a tax roll treaty. Most major countries have it. Great Britain, France, Germany. I don't know about Russia.
Easiest way, Bobby D, is go to Social Security's website and see what countries you're allowed to get paid in, which ones you're not. Like
Yes,
North
sir.
Korea, Russia, Cuba, you're
You
not
don't
getting
work.
nothing in those countries. Most of the other countries like here in Colombia, there's no treaty. There's nothing. Brazil, I'm not too sure about, but it's easy to find. You can just Google it. Which countries the U.S. has agreements with, or which countries the U.S. has no tax agreement with. You'll see a
Right.
whole list that comes up.
Okay. Well, that's very good information, man. Let's see what else we got. That's it. All right, that's it. Okay, thank you so much, Murphy. I mean Murphy. Look at that. Thank you so much, Markell. I appreciate the M threw me off. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. It's
All
been good
right.
to have you, and we'll be looking for you next week. Thank you so much, and I won't forget next week. Okay, thank you, man.
All right,
Appreciate
Bobby.
it. Appreciate it.
You
Thank you so
guys
much,
have a
y'all.
good one. I'm
All
out.
right, you too. Thank you so much, Markell. All right, y'all remember to check out Markell's show, Markell's podcast, Markell's TV, the podcast. He brings you timely information regarding veterans information, worldwide travel information, as we talked about today. And he will brighten your life up with information that you didn't know about. So we're so happy to have him as a part of the show on a weekly basis. He brings a very good information that people that are veterans and non-veterans, world travelers, can use on a day in, day out basis. So every Friday, the day is Saturday, because I forgot, y'all. Sorry about that. Every Friday, we try to have them on, and as much as possible, to bring the information to the nation. Okay, that's what we do. Each one reach one, each one teach one. That's what we do. We help each other, and we work with each other to bring each other up in life. So let's get back to our topic for the day, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to talk about our topic today. I'm going to bring you a real brief, quick note on it, real quick, and pull up the thumbnail for today. Hold on, y'all, man. I'm messed up now. Thumbnail for the day is where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Here we go. What's your strategy? See a lady right there? Does she look like she have a strategy to do? Huh? Look at him. Look in my eyes. She look at that blank stare she got. Like, who you talking to, mister? She look like she gonna be on your agenda, or you gonna be on her agenda. Which is it? Okay. You make your decision on it. I know where she coming from. Yeah, she tough. She tough. She got her mind made up on what she want to do and where she want to go. And it ain't about your strategy, it's about her strategy. Because all you doing, mister, is fantasizing while she's doing what? Strategizing. I told y'all that, man. You get in a relationship, you better have a strategy, because I guarantee you she got one. You hear me? Ladies, females are more shrewd, more I don't want to say conniving, but ladies are more smarter when it comes to long range and strategic planning as opposed to men. We just all we want is slam bam and let's have a relationship. Ladies like, yeah, okay, we can do that, but what about tomorrow? And I want to build for tomorrow. That's just the way they are. Versus us, we want it now. Ladies say, okay, I want it now, but tomorrow's coming too, and we need to plan, and that's all right, man. But my thing is this: it has to be a consensus. Okay, you don't just buy into her plan and her strategy, and you don't have none on your own. That's the problem. Men don't have a strategy. All they want to do is fantasize. Remember that song by the Temptation? Just my imagination once again running away with me. Remember that? Yeah, all we use is our imagination. When you have a strategy, when you have a plan, when you have a goal, when you have a desire, you need some concrete, substantial criteria to base your instances and things you want in life on. And that's what women do. Women are more practically minded than men. Yeah, women say, "Okay, I love you." Men say, "I love you too." And then all behind it, "love you too" is want to get in your pants and woman pants. That's it. But women say, "I love you," but she in her mind, man, you can get some of this pant in my pants. But look, what about tomorrow? I want to plan with you. I want to play. Tomorrow is coming. They plan for the future, and all we see is right now. Yeah, it's good to live in the right now, but you also have to plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow is coming, and you don't want to be caught up in the rain, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You need to have some shelter for the rain and the pain that may come your way in a day. Are you with me, G? Oh, come on now, y'all ain't with me. Y'all just sitting up there. What are you talking about? I don't know. You talking about strategy? What strategy? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. No, because Paul, okay, let me get this out straight. Give me a moment. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna work it out because you need to know. People get into relationships, they get into circumstances and situations, and then they have no idea what's in that other person's mind. They tell them a little bit here and a little bit there, but you never know the real deal until they get hooked up, booked up, and get your trust. You're like, what? You want to do what? Why did you tell me that when we were dating? Why did And it could be a big blowout. So always have a strategy, whether you want one or not. Develop one. If you're getting in a relationship with someone, make sure you have a strategy, a plan, a goal, a desire, and then more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that your strategy is a mutually shared strategy that both of you do what? Buy into it, glue into it, and make it work. Don't twerk it, but make it work. All right, let's go. No hocus pocus, just focus. But what's your strategy, man? Yeah. What is your strategy? We're going to talk about what is a strategy, first of all. We're going to talk about what is your strategy. You have a strategy? I shocked you today, did you? You didn't know I was going to ask you that, did you? Do you have a strategy, mister? Yeah, bro. Hey, you black man, you brown man, you Caucasian man, you got a strategy, man. Or the strategy got you. Which one is it? You need cooperation. Yep. Anytime you got a strategy, you want to make it happen, Captain, you need cooperation. And then you must grow. You can talk about that, man. Either you grow or you blow. Which one? Which one you want to do? Blow? You blow up. You ain't together no more. You want to grow up, not blow up. Huh? All you want to do is blow up. That means you want to slam bam, thank you, man. You don't want nothing in life. Stay away from people that want something in life if you don't want nothing, because all you do is mess them up. Let's go. So number one is what? What is a strategy? Let's talk about that. What's the strategy? In your mind's eye right now, think about don't Google it. Please don't do that because you're defeating yourself when you do it. What's the strategy? Give me one word for your strategy in your mind. Ready? I'm going to count at the count of three. 1, 2, 3. What is the word? Write it down. Put it in the comment section. What's your word for strategy? 1, 2, 3. Give it to me. Okay? And we're going to talk about that as we go through the comment section. But this is what a strategy is. Okay? It's a focus. It's a guide. Okay? And it gives you the ability to plan. Okay? It involves your efforts to reach something, a goal, a guide that you have already set upon in your mind, that you want. It's whatever you want. How you go about getting what you want in life. How you go about getting your desires, your goals, your dreams to be fulfilled. Okay? That's your strategy. Your strategy is how you go about getting it done. That's what strategy is. So many of you don't have strategies right now. Every corporation in America has a strategic plan. What you mean strategic plan, BobbieD? I don't know what you're talking about. Strategic plan, man. That means they got a plan how they're going to go about getting their corporate goals. How they're going to go about making the money for their stockholders. How they're going to go about making that company grow. And you need a strategic plan if you're going to have a good relationship. You need a strategic plan. And you need to make sure your lady, your Filipina, your woman, she buys into your strategy. I told you a lot of times men only fantasize, but the women strategize. You know, and sometimes her strategy may not be what you want, and so you need to know that up front, close and personal. Okay, that's what you need to talk about. Hey, you know, you sit down and say, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. Okay, and then she done made a strategy in her mind that don't match yours, and then you looking for a big problem in your relationship. So always make sure, ladies and gentlemen, that you understand what a strategy is, and then work your strategy. Okay, how do you do what you do? That's what a strategy is. How you do what you do, how you do what you do to get what you want. That's what a strategy is. Okay, how you go about it. You know, it must be clear, crystal clear. You know, a lack of certainty is not going to help you. A lack of specifics, it has to be specific. You know, and if you have no specifics, you have no certainty, your dreams, your desires, and your goals will be killed because nothing's going to get you there. You're never going to go anywhere in your relationship. All you're going to wind up doing is fussing, cussing, and fussing each other out. Well, I thought you, when I married you, Johnny, I thought I was going somewhere. We ain't got nothing. Sound familiar, mister? You know what I'm saying? And you say, well, you know, Sheila, you fooled me. I thought you was about something. And I said, you never had no strategy, no plan. You know, that's how it works. You got to discuss those issues. And you have to put everything on the table, just like Mabel. You got to understand, things have to be, they won't be obtained by themselves. Both parties in the relationship must buy into your strategy. In order for you to move forward, in order for you to progress in your life, you have to have a strategy to reach your what? Goals and desires and plans in your life. No strategy, no goals. No goals, no goal. You're going nowhere fast. Okay. Number two. What's number two? Number two. What's your strategy? What is your strategy? That's what I asked you earlier. You got goals, right? You can't have a strategy without goals. So first of all, what is your goals? If you know your goals, then what's your strategy? That's the problem. A lot of you ask me, what's your goals in life? Oh, well, I want to be a doctor. Okay. So what's your strategy? What you mean by my strategy? My strategy is I want to be a doctor. That's not your strategy, sir. That's your goal. Your strategy is how you're going to go about to be a doctor. What are the things you're going to do? Where you're going to start? What studies you're going to have? What degree you have? What school you're going? Those are your strategies. You know? People get those too confused. But women don't. Women know exactly what their goals and desires are. They know what their plans are, and they have a definite strategy. Okay. And you be a part of the strategy whether you want to or not. You're gonna go get my money. That's the strategy, okay? Let's go. But yeah, number two is what now? What's your strategy? Yeah. It presupposes a goals. Yeah. It presupposes, let's for example, you say you want to live in the Philippines, okay? That's your goal. Your goal is to live in the Philippines or to live in the USA. Those are your goals. Okay. So what's your strategy? Your strategy is okay, how am I going to go about living in the Philippines? I have to have income, right? How am I going to have my income consistent? And that is your strategy. What is your strategy to get that income? What do you got to do? Your efforts surrounding getting income to stay in the Philippines or wherever your country, USA, whatever. That's your strategy. What you do, the efforts you go about making income, the things you do about allowing you to live in the Philippines. That is your strategy. Okay, to support your what goals. Okay, how you do the above determines whether you have goals. And if you don't have no goals, you will have no strategy. Your strategy is no goals. Your strategy is do nothing because you got no goals. Okay, going nowhere fast. Most Filipinos have goals and they have a strategy. The goal of most Filipinos is to get out of poverty. If they're in the province, they got no money. That's one of their goals. I want my mother and father to live decently. I don't want them to see them struggle anymore. I'm sick and tired of seeing us having to eat malungai every day. You know, it's just stuff you find off the street, you put in your boil and eat. It's like collard green. I'm tired of eating collard and dried fish every day. You know? They were raised up on that, and when they get upside, they know they got a shape, they got a beautiful face. They use what their mama give them to try to get something else. That's their goal and their strategy. Their strategy is to use what they got, the beauty, the body, to get what they want. And how they do it. You know, some people do it legitimately. They find somebody they really love, and he's a foreigner, whatever, and that's their strategy to get what they want, to get out of poverty. And their goal and their strategies combine. And so you have to make sure, my brothers and my sisters, that your strategies are united, that your strategies are synced together and not working against each other. Because whenever you have a strategic plan in her mind, it's not in your mind, there's going to be a catastrophe. Okay? Not a strategy, it's going to be a catastrophe. So understand where she's going in her mind in the future, understand where you're going, and then work out a strategy together. Make sure she buys into your strategy. Okay? Because if she doesn't, your strategy could be a tragedy. Okay, you with me so far? Yeah. So now, make sure, man, that you understand that you have a strategy, and that you explain your strategy to her. You explain your goals to her. You explain your desires to her, and she does the same for you. That's how you do when you develop a strong, long relationship. Yeah. If you want a weak relationship, don't tell her nothing. And you don't want to keep her in the dark. Don't tell her nothing about your strategy, because your strategy might be to take advantage of her. You don't want her. You don't want her to know that. You shouldn't be doing that. But I'm telling you, if you want to be open and honest, tell her what your strategy are. Tell her what your goals are in life, right? And then find out hers. And that's how you know if you're compatible in a relationship, and whether it will work or not. You need cooperation, my brothers. You need a woman that's going to cooperate with you in obtaining your goals and your strategies, and doing the strategies to obtain your goals. You need a woman. You need a Filipina that's going to say, okay, I'm with you. You don't want somebody that's not with you. You say, well, I want to marry you, my dear, but I want to I want you to come to the United States and live with me. That's your goal, and your strategy is to what? Marry her and bring her to the United States, and you will take care of her. But her goal may be, no, I can't leave. I don't want to leave here. Can't you just come every 6 months? You have to work those things out in advance, up front, and be open. Bring everything to the table. Don't leave nothing to the side of the table. Don't spill no milk unless you're going to lick it up. Okay? Make sure everything is accounted for in your relationship. Don't have any undefined goals. Different goals and different desires lead to chaos in the relationship. Understand her goals, understand your goals and plans and strategy, and make it acceptable to each other. When you have a goal in life, it's hard to hit a moving target. Sometimes my goal is to go to friend. My goal is every day is a different goal every day. And then whenever you have a different goal, you got to do what? Develop a different strategy. Okay. So make sure you have something consistent. Your strategy should be reasonable. Your goal should be reasonable, and you'll have a reasonable strategy to get that goal. Whether trying to make up a new strategy every day because your goals change. You will have a woman that doesn't cooperate with you, doesn't a Philippine or whatever, it's gonna be trouble in River City. Yeah. Because when you want to go, she don't want to go. Yeah. You ever heard that? You want to get up and go, and she just went, I want to stay. That's why you married. That's why you got a relationship, because you need somebody. She fooled you like she was the one. I'm telling you, man, you better check every avenue, every aspect of your relationship out before you go to the deep end. Because when you go to the deep end, getting off is hard. You got to jump. And it's hard when you hit the rocks. It's gonna be hard when you fall. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna be ouch. Yeah, it's gonna hurt your pocket. Huh? When you have a person that's not progressive, that don't want to go anywhere, it affects your mood, man. It affects your mentality. Not only that, but it affects your money, because you got to pay, because she didn't want to go with you. That means you got to pay for her to go her way, and you got to go. That's double money. That's double stress. Everybody in a relationship needs to embrace the strategies of each other. And if there's a problem with the strategies and goals and plans, desires of each other, you need to work it out. Until you've worked out your strategy, until she's buying into your strategy, no deep relationship should be developed. Maybe you can keep it a friendship status, but that's it. Okay, that's how you do. And then last one, we out. You must grow to be progressive. You want to grow. You just don't want to slam bam. I mean, some of y'all just want to be sex pats. You don't slam bam, thank you, ma'am. But how long that's gonna last you? When you get 50 years old and 60 years old, how many slam bam thank you ma'am can you do? Huh? Come on, man. Let's be smart. Let's live not just for now, but for tomorrow too. You got to think about tomorrow, and it's coming sooner than you think. You want a Filipino that's cooperative, that wants the things in life you want, that will help you grow, and will help you ward off things that are trying to bring you down to the ground. That's what you need. You need somebody that's cooperative, rather somebody that's antagonistic, always want to fuss with you, always want to call you out. You don't need that, man. You want to have, she needs to be adopting shared goals and strategies. Yeah, that's what you want. You want a Filipino that can assist you in your goals in life, and you assist her, and that your shared goals and strategies link up. They match up. They don't have to be exactly perfect, but they have to be very similar. Because if the more similar they are, the more stronger your relationship is going to be. And the more stronger your relationship is going to grow in the future. I'm telling you, man, you need somebody that want to be with you, that rather than fight against you. Okay? Make it work for both of you. No cooperation in your relationship, no strategy, no goals. And you're not going nowhere. Okay? It's more to life than just getting in a relationship. That's it. Getting in a relationship is just the easy part. It's making it work afterward. That's the hardest part of all. How do you make it work? You grow together. And how do you grow together? You share your desires, your goals, and then you share your strategies on what you're going to do, how you're going to do it to reach those goals and strategy and desires in your life. That's how you do. That's how you make your relationship last. That's how you make your partner and buy into you, your goals, and that's how you move forward in your life. Everything goes either grows or it dies out. It's just the way life is. Everything has a season. There's a season and a reason for everything in life. You don't think so? You don't think so? My mommy said, son, I said, yeah, ma'am. She said, keep on living, son. You know that? She'd tell me when she knew I was wrong about something and she didn't feel like arguing with me, she said, okay, son, keep on living. Because he said, eventually you're going to see it. You keep on living because that's what life does. It reveals issues and things that you didn't see earlier in your life, later on in life. And then you say, oh, now I know what you meant then. Yeah. But that's how life is. The more you know about your partner, the more smoother, if you go deeper in your relationship, it will be. Okay. Nobody likes to be shocked. I know I don't. I meet this lady and she said, and I got them kids, and I don't, and I will go to the, and next thing I know, she got 5 kids. That's a shock, man. That's a turnoff. So always, if you're dating a Filipino, make sure she buys into your strategy in life. When she buys into your strategy, she buys into your goals. She buys into your dreams. She buys into your hopes. She buys into your desires in life. When you have similar hopes, dreams, and desires in life, then your strategy will be similar. The more similar you are, the better you will be able to withstand and endure the hardships in life that come against your relationship. Because there will be things, there will be people, there will be events, there will be a lot of things that come against you in your relationship. And if you have different strategies, different goals, and different desires, that's not going to make your relationship last. It will make your relationship crumble to the ground. Okay? That's all I got to tell you, man. All right, we're going to ride the train by real quick. I know who's the first man up. Thank you so much, Terry Flynn, for the donation to the nation. People get ready. Whether the train is coming, don't need no ticket. You just get on board. All you need is love. Who? Say it again. Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Get on board. Ride train, BobbieD, Lisi, one nation, every with love. When I say toot toot, you say all aboard. Toot toot, toot toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot toot. All aboard. Oh, let's ride this train. Okay, Terry Fleming, thank you so much. He's the first man up, y'all. First man up on the train. Terry, you know what, man? We miss you. How are you today, my guy? We miss you. Lisa D said, where's Rain Man? I said, I don't know. I said, he's somewhere. But I don't know. But I'm seeing you now, man. Thank you so much for showing. We get You know, you're a regular on the show. We get word sometimes, like, where you at? I don't see you for a few days. I'll be like, what's going on? Yeah, so good to see you around. But you know, I can always check up on Terry. Terry is he's one of my Facebook friends, so he usually put us out there what's going on with him on Facebook. So that's one thing about Terry. He uses Facebook. Those of you who don't have Facebook, shame on you. Get you some Facebook. I mean, go and get the face, and you don't have to have a real. Let people know all your information. Just put a fake name. If your name is Joe Blow, say your name is JoJo Blow or something. JoJo don't blow. I'm gonna put a fake name in there, and you people ain't know that. But get your Facebook. Facebook is what people use social media to keep abreast of to communicate wherever you are. It's a messenger on there. You can call somebody and you can chat with them. Video chat, and you just like a regular call. You can make a call. You don't have to put it in chat mode. But I'm telling you, man, y'all, that's how I keep up with Terry Flynn. If I don't see him on the show, I said, let me check his Facebook status, and then I know what's going on. He usually updates his status, and then I know what's happening. Good to see you today, Terry. Ryan Train, BobbieD, DC, One Nation, I grew in love. Thank you so much, Terry Fleming, for the donation to the nation. We got to do a damn for Terry Fleming, Ryan Train, BobbieD, DC, One Nation, on the groove on love. Who we got? Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin.
Thank you about Terry Flynn for the donation to the nation. More blessings, much love. Thank you so much, my brother, mama, another mother. Appreciate the donation, Terry Fleming. Rain Man coming. Rain Man. Hey, Rain Man was #1 today. Okay, y'all need to go and give him his props. Okay, he did it right, tight, long, strong. He was absent a few days, but he's making up for it today. Okay, so good to see you, Terry Fleming, Ryan Train, BobbieD, DC, One Nation, the group of love. Robert Lee, what's up, Robert? How you doing, my brother? So good to see you. He said, greetings, BobbieD and Lisa D. Hope all is well with y'all. Good and good with that. Hey, we doing good, man. You know what I'm saying? Every day is a blessing. Whether you want to look at it as it is or not, it's still a blessing. And so you have to recognize it's a goodness in every day. And we recognize this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. That's what the scripture said. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's a bad day. So what? It's a day the Lord made, right? Rejoice and be glad in it. Let's go, Ryan. Who we got? Robert, he said, so in Colombia, U.S. citizens no double tax. Yeah, right. That's wrong. U.S. citizens are double taxed in Colombia because they don't have a treaty. Like here in the Philippines, they cannot double tax me because I'm a U.S. citizen, and the United States has a treaty. Tax treaty. It's called a tax treaty with the Philippines government that says if someone from our country lives in your country as a resident or permanent resident, you cannot tax them because we agree that you will not tax them. They will pay their taxes to us. So that's in most cases, that's how it goes now. If you are a vlogger out here, which I am, the Philippines just made a law recently that all vloggers will be taxed based on their earnings from YouTube. However, because I am a married individual, and tax treaty says if you're a married individual and you're from the United States, they cannot tax me because I'm exempt from that, because I'm a married individual to a Filipina and I'm a permanent resident here. Those two factors allow me to be exempt from their taxation. Now, okay, you with me? Let's go. Ride Chain, BobbieD, One Nation. We got Murphy, what's up, family? You good? Murphy Hayes in the house, in the house, in the house. Murphy Hayes in the house. Murphy Hayes, man. What's up, Gunny? Gunny in the house, Gunny in the house. Woo! Gunny is here, y'all. For those of you that don't know, Murphy Hayes made it to the Philippines. Yeah, he's living his dreams in the Philippines. Yeah, man. He's doing his thing, doing it right. He's in Cebu, Philippines. He getting ready to go out some other, I think on Manila or someplace. And he's gonna be traveling here in Southeast Asia. Murphy Hayes decided in his mind that he was sick and tired of being sick and tired and stuck in the USA, and he wanted to see how the other side of life lived. And he got up out of there. You know, what's wrong with that? Huh? Don't get mad at him because he's living his dream and you not. You ought to be congratulating him. Don't hate, celebrate. I celebrate Murphy Hayes. And he got a lady with him, man. She said, we went to lunch with him the other day, and we had a great time together, just chit-chatting, talking, and just, seeing that's like Murphy. Oh, Murphy, I've known already. Like me and Murphy, he's like a guy I've known all my life. I don't know why. We just hit it off. Like I know Murphy. Like we grew up together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but some people in life is like that. You just meet them and you just hit it off together. But that's how it is with us. So good to see you, Murphy. Round train by the DC One Nation. Who we got? Robert Lee. He said, what? Okay, Robert Lee, I got you. Robert Lee, what's up, Markell? Markell's doing fine. He left the show. He's gone, but he'll be back next Friday. And please, y'all pray for me. I'm getting old, man. I forgot about the show yesterday. Pray for me and I remember. Let's go, round train. Who we got? Murray. He said, hello, Terry. Terry Joe. How? Terry Joe? Terry Joe? That must be a typo. He said, hello, Terry Joe. How are you doing? Okay. Round train by the DC One Nation. Under Group One Love. He said, Terry, I'm sorry. Okay. He just Murphy just waking up, y'all. Y'all got to forgive him for he know not what he typed. Let's go. Round train. Terry, Robert Lee. He said, where can you go to try? Okay, we talked about that. Go Google tax countries that have tax treaties with the United States. Google that, and that should show you all the countries you can travel to if you want to live there. You won't have to be double taxed. Okay. Now, wherever you live, if you buy a house in that country, you have to pay the tax on that. Of course, property taxes don't exempt you. If you purchase property wherever you go, you will have to pay that country's property taxes, but stuff like that. But your income taxes are exempted if you're on a tax treaty. I think Panama, Dominican Republic, some of those countries like that, Germany, Spain, major countries, UK, have tax treaties with the government. So, and also that means vice versa. If they had a person from the Philippines living in the USA, the USA could not double tax them too. It means a tax treaty works both ways. Okay, you with me? Let's go round train, BobbieD. Who we got? Alonzo, what's up, man? How you doing, my brother? He said, you live in the countryside. No, I live in the city. I don't like the countryside. No. We have a home in the province. My wife is a country girl, province woman, okay? And I built a home for her out there. Her parents live in it now. So we have a home there, and we go out there every so often. She was here. She was home about a week last week. She just came back a few days ago. She was there about 6 days. She had a nice time with her parents. And so she's her home in the country, but we live in a city. We live in Cebu City, okay, one of the second largest city in the Philippines. It's called Cebu City, and we live in that city. The largest city in the Philippines is called Manila, the capital of the Philippines. And I don't like Manila. Manila's too crowded for me. So Cebu is not small, but it's just my right size for me, and I feel comfortable here. But I love this. I love the city life. Y'all remember that song? Don't y'all want me to sing that song for you? Green Acres is a place for me. Farm living is a life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. Don't do it. Remember that? I like Manhattan. Let's go round train, BobbieD. Who we got? Robert Lee said, hello, Terry Market. What's up, man? Y'all good? Y'all good? Round train, BobbieD. He one nice shot. Robert Lee said, what's up, Murphy Hayes? You all right, man? You good? Murphy Hayes doing fine, man. He got his lady love with him. Yeah, man. And he's in the right touch. He got that right touch. He got a condo. Murphy has rented a condo, man. Airbnb condo. It's got internet. He's got AC. He's got cable. It's tight, man. It's right. You know what I'm saying? And he went all the way. top notch. He didn't spare no money. He didn't say, well, that's too much money. I don't know what I want to do. He's, no, I got this. He said, I got this. That's how you want. When a woman dates a man, she wants to know that he is not cheap. That makes her want to open up all the doors to him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She want to open up all the doors when she know you ain't cheap and you gonna put out some money on her. Shit, look out. Let's go, Ryan Chain. We got very easy. He's what's up, man? You good? Good, Ryan Chain, Bobby. Who won? Terry Flynn. He said, doing okay considering I just had my gallbladder. What? Oh my goodness, I didn't know that, Terry. You did not tell us that, man. I didn't know you had. You should have told us what happened, man. I know he said he was in the hospital, but he never said what happened, Terry Fleming. You need to let us know, man. We love you. And things like that, we need to be praying. At least did you hear what Terry said?
Yeah, he said that before.
I didn't hear. I didn't know that. You didn't know. Did you know that?
Yeah, he told that in the chat.
When?
When he got from the hospital.
I don't remember that. Okay, if you said that already, but I don't remember you saying that. So this is my first time actually seeing that. Okay, that I know of. I might have seen it and forgot about it. But I'm so sorry that happened, man. But he's recovering from surgery, so we'll be praying to the Most High God that your surgery recovery will go well and fast, and you'll be up and at 'em like you normally are. Gallbladders, things happen when you get older in life, And thank goodness that they caught it in time, that they were able to remove it, and that you're functioning okay. And we'll be praying for you, my brother, that you have a speedily recovery. Okay, we love you, Terry. And I'm sorry I did not. At least he said you said it before. I don't know. I don't know how it escaped my mind and escaped my vision. I don't know. I don't remember you saying that. So, but if you did say it, I'm sorry for saying you didn't say it. But so yeah, thanks for letting us know again, man, that you are recovering from gallbladder. Now we know what's going on with you. It's good that whenever we all got an issue out there, all my people, let us know, okay? And the reason why I say that is because we are praying channel. We pray. At least me and praying people. We pray every day, and we pray for you. I hope you pray for us. You know what I'm saying? Because prayer can change things. Okay, we're here to support you in every way we can, and we want y'all to do the same for us. You're a family to us, Terry. Everybody out there that's watching us right now, listening, you're a family. We pray for the train members every day. Let's go around train by DC One Nation. Michael Meraday. What's up, Meraday? It's a nice video, bro. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I don't get that from a lot of people. They say, okay, sometimes they don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But Michael made it a point to say nice video. Thank you, Michael. I definitely appreciate that. It's always good to get positive feedback, to know somebody out there cares about how well you do, and they want you to know you did well. You appreciate it. Thank you so much. We appreciate you too, my brother. Ryan Chain, Bobby, who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, hello, sir, Robert. What's up, man? You good? I'm all right, Robert. I'm getting better and better every day. I'm getting stronger. I'm taking my medicine, and I'm gonna be back to 100% real soon. It takes a few minutes to recover for them surgery, but I'll be all right. Let's go, Ryan Chain, Bobby. Who we got? Michael Meredith. He's a nice future. Yeah, you gotta plan for the future, man. The day is here. You live for now, right? Tomorrow is not promised to you. Okay, let's get that straightened out right now. Today is all we got. Tomorrow may never get here, but sometime when it get here, you got to be ready for when it gets here. And the more todays you have, the more now moments you have will lead you into your tomorrow moments. Are you with me so far? I'm gonna say it again. The more now, right now, moment of now moments you have will lead you and propel you into your tomorrow moments in life. Okay, so tomorrow and today have to merge together, and that's how you call living your life. Okay, that's what you do. You got to live in the moment of now until you get to tomorrow. Okay, let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, my mom named Mabel. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. I'm Miss Mabel. There was a lady, I know one Mabel that I know, one lady that I know. Her name is Miss Mabel. We call her Miss Mabel. She worked with Verizon with me. She actually was my supervisor. She was such a nice lady, man. And me and her got along very well. She always gave me the highest raises I could get every year. I was like, yeah, loving you, Miss Mabel. That's how I had it. But I did the work. She had to recognize my I have very strong work ethic. I always want to do my best. Whenever I did a job, it's gonna be you're gonna get all of me, not a piece of me. I'm gonna put everything I got in it because you're paying me. And that was meant a lot to me, and it means a lot to me right now. But yeah, Mabel she was a nice. She still is. She still living. We Facebook friends now. She's retired from the company, and she's a preacher too. She preaches at her church. She's a minister, and we talk every so often. And she was so proud that I went to the Philippines. But yeah, Mabel, I love me some Miss Mabel. So your mom was named Mabel. Okay, Mabel is a very solid name in the Black community, African American community. Back in the day, it was a very powerful name. But it still rocks a lot of people right now. Let's go, Ron J. Who we got? Jerry Fleming, Rain Man coming. He said, I want to be a gynecologist without a degree. You bad. Y'all hear what you said? You want to be some of y'all, you know what a gynecologist is, man. Jerry, you got to explain that, man. You got to explain that. Even that, you know what I mean, right? You want to get up in there. You want to get up in there with no degree. I hear you, man. Ron J, who we got? Who, Sam? She said, hey, Smooth, where you been, man? I've been like, where's Smooth? I said, I hope you ain't in the hospital no more. But I'm glad to hear you. I'm glad to see you back on the scene like a sex machine. Hope you're doing well and swell. Good to see my brother from another mother ride this train, man. Never too late to get on the train. As long as you have some L to the O to the B-E in your heart, you're going to be all right, man. We're going to pray for you. You pray for me. I pray for you, lady. We're going to be all right. Let's work this thing out. Ryan Train, whoo, Sam. He said, good luck, Miss Hayes. Good luck. Hey, luck ain't what he needs. He needs the Lord on his side. God, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna tell all the business because he can tell you his business, but I ain't gonna tell his business. I'm gonna tell you this. God got Murphy in his hands. You hear me? Murphy went from America to Louisiana all the way to Doha, and from Doha all the way here. God had him all the way. You hear me? He had a few hiccups on the way, but when you know the Lord, he made a smooth every bump out in the road. He had a few bumps in the road, but God had his back. You hear me? It wasn't no luck. It was the Lord, the Most High God. Okay, let's go around chain BobbieD. See who we got. Move. He said, "Congrats to number one." Murphy. Hey, Terry Flynn was number one. He was Murphy was number one. Who was number two? I forgot to say number two. Don't do. Murphy. Murphy, I forgot to tell you, man. Number two. Won't do, but you do just fine. Let's go. Roger. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Murphy A was number two. Robert Lee. Y'all let me forget. Robert Lee, number two, just won't do, but you do just fine. All right, y'all, I'm messed up. Who we got? Smooth Sound. What's up, man? He said, I'm going to wait until Valentine's Day to come there. Okay. Why is that? You have a Filipina that's waiting on you to be lovey-dovey with you on Valentine's Day, and so you want to come here and show her what love is all about. Is that what is it? Could that be what it is? Okay. Let's go right to everybody. Who we got? Move Sound. Get well soon, Mr. Fleming. Jerry, you're gonna be all right, man. We're praying for you. We will continue to pray for you. Even when we knew you weren't here, we were praying. I don't know what yet. So I'm praying. You know, that's when you don't know what's going on, the best thing to do is pray. That's what we do. Let's go around, Jerry. Who we got? Terry, he said, thanks, Smooth Sound. You all right, man? So good to see you, man. Glad to see you back on the train with us. Smooth, he said, I think me and mine are running out of air, but I don't hold on to the last breath. Okay. So he's talking about his relationship, ladies and gentlemen, with his Filipina. He said he thinks they're running out of air. The air in their balloon of love is so slowly leaking out. And he said he's going to hold on to his last breath. Okay. So, things happen, man. Every person, every relationship, every entity, every country has a what? Expiration date. No man knows the date nor the hour when that expiration date arrives. So we have to be ready. Ready to do what? To deal with whatever situation, with any situation, any circumstance that comes our way. How are we going to be ready? By being composed, being reflective, being considerate, be in prayer, and be careful how you treat people. Because my mama told me a long time, whatever goes around, son, comes around. You treat people like dirt, they're gonna slap you in the face just like you slap people in the face. Treat them with kindness, love. Kindness, gonna be all over you. That's how you do. So it's important, man, that when we go through this life, that we treat people with respect, decency, and dignity. That's the least we can do. You know, everybody is a human being, right? Are you a member of the human species, huh, Mister? Or you an alien? Which one? Let's go. Right, everybody. Who we got? Smooth. He said, mine keep telling me the baby has a fever, but yet she still took her to school, and the baby has had a fever for the past 2 years. Yeah, come on, man. Is she playing that silly game with you? I hope you're not sending her no money playing like that. If you are, cut the check, and then she'll straighten up behind up. She'll be like, "Where the money? You done cut my check. Where'd you get it?" Yeah, because you playing games with me, sister. That's how you talk to her. Don't play no. And when you think they're doing something wrong, something ain't right, confront them. Don't let them get away with nothing. I did that video. Don't let them slide. Don't let nothing slide. Because when you start letting stuff slide, guess what? They start to hide. They want to hide, run and hide, so you can't see the dirt they doing. If you were contributing to her bottom line, you send her 200, 150, whatever you send a month, and she playing them silly little game with you, to look, you want to be real or you want me out your life? Which one you want? And then when she said, "Oh, I want to be real," okay, so tell me the truth. If she's still lying, don't say nothing else. Get off the chat line and don't never talk to her no more. That'll teach her a lesson. And block her and everything else. I'm telling you, man, you better be strong. Don't be no punk for these ladies out here, these Filipinos. They find a gravy train, that's what I'm going to do. They're going to suck all the gravy out of you. They're like a vampire. They suck all the blood out of you. And you got nothing left. You just a shell of a man. And no got no life in you, no blood in you, no happiness, no joy, because they done sucked you dry. Dry as a bone to the bone, baby. Don't never let a woman blood sucker you dry to the bone. Don't do that, man. Be strong. Be long. Let's go around train. Who we got? Smooth Size lost 9 pounds so far. Doctor has me on wheels for 2 months. Okay. Awesome, man. Congrats. Big shout out to Smooth Sounds. He's lost 9 pounds of fat. Okay. Murphy Hayes lost 43 pounds. Can you believe that? I saw Murphy Hayes for the first time in person, in living color, and I couldn't believe that was him because he looked like a young man. I said, wow. I told Lisa, I said, Murphy Hayes look like he about 25 years old. Yeah, he got a flat stomach. He got a six-pack. Murphy Hayes has a six-pack. No, almost. But his stomach is flat. My belly was sticking out. I went down. But if he'd have seen me like 4 or 5 months ago, my belly would be way bigger. But mine came down. I lost 25 pounds. 25 pounds. I'm getting more. But next time Murphy come to the Philippines, I'm getting my belly flat like his. Okay? I'm working on that. Okay? Y'all pray for me. Pray for me. And I'll pray for you. Let's go around chain. Who we got? Terry Fleming, he said, a 20-hour travel time to the Philippines will be kind of hard on me. But I understand, Terry. Do your thing, man. It is important that you take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else or anything else. You come first, okay? In your life, as far as taking care of yourself, it is important. When you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of anybody else or anything else, okay? So take care of yourself. Make sure you're 100% before you think about going anywhere, okay? And when you have a gallbladder surgery, they say like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever. Give yourself triple that time. When you get up in age, that time should be triple because it takes you more time for a body to recover when they're a little older than when you were younger. If you had that same surgery, you're like 30 years younger, you'd be up tomorrow, the next day, you know. But since you're older, your cell structures, your molecular structure, your metabolism, and all that stuff in your body, it takes a little time, more longer to heal sometimes. So you need to give your little self a little bit more longer time to recover. So we understand, Terry, and we're praying for you that you will be all right, 100%, and back on the train, back on the scene like a sex machine, like you normally are. Okay, man? Terry, don't worry about if I don't see you, man. I know you're recovering, okay? So if you can take a few days off, man, take a few days off. Whatever you need to do for you, we're here with you, man. We're praying for you. Okay, Terry, take care of my brother. Round chain, who we got? King Arthur. King Arthur, Lady D. King Arthur on the train. King Arthur. What's Oh, King Arthur. King Arthur now. He said, Bobby,
Where have you been?
it's been a while. About 9 months ago, I asked you for your email address. I could not find it online due to I was stressed out at the time. My wife and I had cancer. Oh my goodness. And Pastor, oh, I'm so sorry, man. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, King Arthur. I am so sorry to hear that. My goodness. For those of you that want my email address, all you have to do is go to the description of my videos. And it's in the description of my videos, but I'll give it out again. For those of you that need it, it's BDIX004. I'll type it in at gmail.com. That's my email address. Okay. And those of you that need to reach me at that email address. I am so sorry to hear that, King Arthur. Everybody was concerned about what's going on with you. Nobody knew. And some of us were trying to check and see if you were on other shows. And I don't think they saw you on any shows or anything like that. So we were like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm so glad that you are back with us today. And I'm so sorry to hear the news about your wife. Um, but God is able, and we'll be praying for you as well, my brother. Email me whenever you want to. You got my email address now. Put it down in your book, put it in your address book, contact list, and you reach out to me anytime. We're here for you, man. We missed you tremendously. All the guys was talking about where's King Arthur, and now we know what happened. So we are so sorry to hear that, but you know what? We know that you're all right. You're gonna be all right. Life is for the living, and the dead is gone. And we thank God for the time that I know you thank God for the time that you had her with you, and that God's gonna make you. He's gonna give you the things you need to move on in your life. And you always have to have a time of grieving. That's important to grieve and to let people know how important they were in your life. But then you have to move on from a time of grieving. So you do what you have to do, my brother. We'll be here for you, and we'll be praying for you. Everybody, pray for Terry Fleming, pray for King Arthur, pray for Murphy Hayes, and all the other people, Smooth Sounds, all the other people on this train that come here frequently. We consider you family. We consider you friends. And we love you, man. We really do. Sorry to hear about your loss, but you're going to be all right, man. The Bible said, let not your heart be troubled. Let not be troubled. God is with you, man. Well, we with you too, okay? Let's go. Ryan Train, BobbieD. Who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, hello, Sir Arthur. What's up? Good to see you, man. Riding back train, back on the train again. Ryan Train, who we got? Wherever he is. Well, I'm glad you came through your operation. Okay, Sir Terry. Yeah, Terry had a gallbladder surgery, and he's okay now. Think people have. I had eye surgeries. I had eye surgery in July. And, I'm okay. God is able. And you can't let anything get you down. You got to keep moving. You have to take what you have left of anything you go through. Okay, I don't care if it's a divorce. I don't care if it's a death in your family. I don't care what it is. You have to accept what you have left. If you're still in the land of the living, take what you got left of that situation that left you, whatever you got left. Whether it's your mind, just your mind, whatever, and use it for the glory of God. And then God will be with you, man. He'll bring you through any trial, any situation, any circumstance in your life. Let's go around train. Who we got? Move. So he said, I have not sent money in 2 months. Okay. Glad you learned your lesson. I told y'all about sending these women money, and you don't know what they're gonna do with the money because you feel sorry for them. You fell for that sad sex story. My mama, she's sick. My baby, she's sick, and we ain't had no food. Stop the lies, sister. I done heard it all, and most of them is just lies. Now there have been occasions where I did check. One lady, her mother, her sister died. Her sister died, and they needed money to help bury her. I helped. I would admit I helped on that because I made her prove. I made her prove that the medical bills. I looked in the paper and saw her name out, and then she showed me they were going to the funeral. All that stuff. I made sure that was true, and it was. Stuff like that. You got it, but you sending money. You better make sure what you're doing, because they will make a fool out of you. Yeah, and they'll make you go to school out of you too. Okay, you don't want to do that, man. You got to be strong. Okay, don't let no woman, no boy, no girl, no woman, for Filipina, make a fool out of you. Okay, stand up for your rightful heritage of being a man, a strong man. Okay, A strong man don't fall down for nothing. He stands up. If you get knocked down, you get back up. How many times you get back up? You can get knocked down 10 times, but you're going to get back up 11, okay? Getting back up is what counts in your life. The knockdown don't mean nothing. Everybody fall down, but you got to get back up. Let's go, Ryan Chain. Who we got? King Arthur. Hello, Low Train Crew. What's up, King Arthur? So good to see you back, man. So good that we miss you tremendously. Now y'all know he's back. Everybody, where King Arthur? Where King Arthur? Where? Now you know he's back. He had a little tragedy in his life, but and then he couldn't get in touch with us. But we've been missing you a lot. We've been asking. I ask members all the time. Members ask me, and so now we back. You're back, and thank God that you're back and you're okay. You had a tragedy, and we were praying for you that you recover. Let's go, Ryan Chain. Who got Murphy? Hey, Smooth. So thank you, sir. Hello, Smooth. Thank you, man. Ryan Chain. Who we got? Jerry Fleming. He said, "Was a touchy minute in the operating room. 5 hours. Ooh, 5 hours? Whoa, 5 hours." Did y'all hear that, man? 5 hours. Wow. That must have been a very difficult surgery. That's a long time to be out, to have you on the breathing machine and keep you breathing and, have you knocked out like that. That's a long time, man. But I'm thankful that, we didn't even know the situation, Terry, but we were praying. We prayed for everybody on the train. So we were praying, but we weren't praying specifically. That's why I tell y'all, when y'all have an issue, I'm not trying to get in your business. I don't judge you. I'm not trying to judge you. I don't want to get in your business, but I'm telling you, when you share a need and we pray, God can help you. Prayer changes things. Okay. So you can't, if you don't tell me, I'm still going to pray, but I'm going to pray a general prayer that God will keep you in perfect peace and guide you out and bring strength and wealth and health to your body. That's just a general prayer. But when you give me the specifics, I can pray specifically. Like I said, God, we bind the spirit of gallbladder failure, and we guide the surgeon's hand. And then God hears specific prayers more than general prayer. He gives more emphasis to specific prayers. You with me, man? Let's go, Ryan James. Who we got? Move. He said, King Arthur, out of Mia camp. Out of Mia camp. Missing in action camp. Yeah, he's here, man. Oh, wow. It's been a long time. I was like, wow, what happened to King Arthur? Now we know. But it's good to have you back. Welcome back, King Arthur. We miss you. I have people come on the show all the time. Where's King Arthur? I don't know. We don't know what happened. We was like, he was here 1 minute. Next minute, he was gone. Like, wow. But so glad to have you back. Rod Chain, we got Murray is it King Arthur miss you. Yeah, everybody miss you, King Arthur. See how people saying? Everybody miss you, King Arthur. And you are, if you don't know nothing else about this love train, you must know. We want you to know that we missed you sincerely. We missed you very, very much. And so, because you're part of the train, man. You're part of our family. That's like somebody leaving your family. You like, where they at? We asked about that. And then I got to the point. I got to the point where I said, look, don't ask nothing else about King Arthur. I don't know. Don't ask me nothing else. Because every day, let's go around chain, BobbieD. Who we got? Murphy. See, I'm sorry to hear that, King. It's a tragedy, but we go through things in life, and whatever don't kill us, right, makes us stronger. So King Arthur will move forward in his life, and he'll be stronger, and he will get through this, and he will get through this with the help of the Lord and with the people on the train and with the people in his family that love him. Okay, let's go ride train. Who we got? Alfie, what's up, man? He said, hi. What USA credit card do you recommend to use in the Philippines? Okay, good question, Alfie. Actually, I recommend a general credit card, such as any credit card you have that has a Visa logo or a Visa or a MasterCard logo would be fine. Now, because the credit cards are taken just like in the USA if you have a Visa or MasterCard logo. So it doesn't matter whether it's a Chase card or Wells Fargo card, it doesn't matter. All are taken if they have that logo on it. Now, if you're talking about debit cards, that's a different thing, or ATM cards. The Philippines don't take all debit cards from other countries. So make sure before you come to the Philippines, if you're going to use a debit card, that your debit card has a Visa or MasterCard logo. And with the debit cards, even though they have a Visa or MasterCard logo, some of them don't function here for credit unions. So I was with a credit union called Georgia Telco Credit Union, so for telecommunications company, because I used to work for. Anyway, it wouldn't work here. Yeah, and I had to find that out before I got here because that's what at the time I came. I was on my main card. I used that for my debit card, so I just switched to another one. So check with your bank before you leave to find out or were you going to be able to use your debit card here before you come and make sure it's good. Some credit card units cards are only, or not credit card, but debit cards are only for the domestic and not international. But any card that has a MasterCard or Visa logo, the cards I have a Wells Fargo card, and they have a Wells Fargo banking. I have a Chase card. I don't have a Chase card. I have a Chase debit card, and I have a Capital One. Capital One is good for any international travel. Capital One is good. They work. I've used out of all my cards, I use the Capital One more than other. If I use a credit card, I mostly don't use here. I mostly just use cash. But when we travel out of the country, that's when I use the credit card, and it's usually pretty acceptable anywhere I go. And they have the interest rates not that hard. And I usually pay it off when I get the bill. Let's go, Ryan Chain. Who got BobbieD? What's up? That's my email address, bdix004@gmail.com. Anything you want to know about me, ladies and gentlemen, go to the description of the video. Look in that section. In that section, I got my whole life story and all the glory in there. I got my email address. I got my social media sites. Just look in the description of every video. Well, not every, but most of my videos have a description of me in there. Okay. So anything you want to know, contact, email, social media contact is all in the description of the videos. Okay. Let's go, Ryan Chain. Who we got? Philippine connection. These in the house. He's in the house. She give him the address again. Ryan Chain, who we got? Sir Murphy, he said, Sir Terry, that trip is grueling. Yeah, it's Murphy. It's a hard trip, man. I'm telling you, y'all better be ready. You don't think it's easy? No, ain't nothing easy. That's Jordan Weiss. It wasn't easy. My first trip, Murphy, I thought I was gonna never get here. I was like, man, where did these people taking me? I was gonna stop. My butt was hurting, and then the butt was hurting. I was like, the little boy was hitting me in the head all the way. I said, man, you got to do something with your son. I'm tired. I'm tired of little boy. He said, stop. I said, you got to tell him more than that. I said, I'm tired of him hitting me now. I'm tired. The whole trip. And then when I got here, I was all cramped up. My back was hurting. My butt was hurting. I had a headache, and so it takes. That was my first trip. After the first trip, Murphy, but when you go home this time, Murphy, you're gonna be all right. It's gonna at the time when you go home, it's gonna be like that. It's always faster, even if it's the same amount of time. It seems like it's faster going back when you come, but you'll be better off now because number one, you know what to expect, and you can plan better for it. Okay, so the more you come and go, the better you adjust and the better you get adjusted to the trip. The trip can be very hard on you, very hard, because there are some elements that require you to be physical. When I say physical, you got to do a lot of walking. How many of y'all know what an airport, how big airports are? Huge. And so because airports deal with huge airplanes, they have to be huge to accommodate the airplanes and the passenger. So when that means you got to do what? Walk a lot, and then sometimes. So that's why I tell you, when you come here, man, please, sir, do not bring no baggage with no rollers on it. You can't roll your baggage. You're gonna be in trouble. Even rolling baggage, even when you roll your baggage, it gets to be a little bit cumbersome. So I'm telling you, if you have a carry-on bag, and make sure it's small, we can put it overhead carry. But if you don't, other bags you need to put it in luggage compartment. So you don't have to carry those bags every time you have a layover, whatever. The bag is in the luggage compartment. Carrying 2 and 3 bags around you, and you got a backpack and maybe a laptop, you're gonna be wore out. I'm telling you, man, don't do it. When you travel to the Philippines or any country, always travel light. Right? It's right to be light when you travel internationally or anywhere else. If you let's say you come there for a month, bring you 2 pair of shirts for a week, 2 pairs of pants for a week, and about 4 or 5 pairs of drawers, and then wear tennis shoes, some sneakers, and some sandals. That's it. Because you know why you want to travel and pack light? Because you're going to buy stuff when you're out here, and then you're going to put more stuff in your bag. To travel light, pack light, and because you're going to buy stuff when you get here. I'm telling you, that you You said, well, I ain't gonna buy that. You always wind up buying stuff. And then what happens is you buy some more stuff, you can't fit it in your bag. Then you gotta wind up buying another bag. Come on, man. I learned. I'm done. Everything I'm telling you, I've done. I'll tell you what I know. Okay. Let's go round table. Who we got? Who? He said, King Arthur. Your round table is here. We all got, hey, man, we got you back there. King Arthur, got you back, man. And nobody's left behind on this train, man. Well, if we knew how you were going on with you, we would have been reaching out to you, okay? But now we know we're gonna be praying even more. Let's go around here. Who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, yeah, this old body is feeling every year of age. I'm swollen in pain and tears lately. Hey, man, you're gonna be all right, Terry Fleming. Rain man cometh, you're gonna be good, man. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna pray for your healing and speedy recovery. And when you get operated on, you go in the surgery room, you all know that it's more than just the physical, right? Did you know that? It's more than just your physical body being cut on. Your spirit's being cut on. Your soul is being cut on. Because so when after you come out, how many of you've heard that people get sick and after they get sick and recover, they're no longer the same? That's sometimes when you have a surgery. It changes you. It changes your focus on life. And so you was handled not only just physically, but spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. All of those things play a part in your recovery process from your surgery. They do. And so we'll be praying for your total, complete recovery. Okay, not just from the physical only, but from the spiritual and any other way that you were affected. Okay, mental and emotional. Sometimes that you have surgery in those ways as well. People don't realize that. But all of you is on the table, right? So all of you is being cut emotionally, mentally, physically, any other way you can think, spiritually, all of those being cut. So when it become a damage, we have to take time for to heal it and get you back in the 100% shape. Okay, we'll be praying for you, my brother. You're gonna be all right. The blessings of the Lord. The Bible said in Psalm that the blessings of the Lord make it rich and it heals. God is the healer. Okay, He will heal your body if you trust in Him and you give Him all your cares. Cast your cares upon the Lord. Okay, and God gonna be with you just like we are. Let's go around chain. We got Lisa Bernardo. He said, "Sir, monkey ring." Sorry to hear about your loss, sir. Okay, thank you for your condolences, my dear. Ryan Chain, who we got? Terry. He said, "Sir Murphy, what is that? What is Sir Murphy? What is that you made the trip and gave me the impetus to try it and do it myself?" he tried to Terry Fleming getting a little bad because he just said, "Well, Murphy can do it, I can do it too." Hey, you can do it, man. Hey, Murphy Hayes made it here in 100% great shape. Okay, there was some hiccups, but God was with him and he overcame the hiccups because he was a faithful man. When you have faith and you're positive, you can get through anything with God on your side. Let's go around train, BobbieD. Who we got? Murphy, hey, he said, it is the last leg of the trip was pleasant and flight crew was all Filipino. Yeah, he had American Airlines. Don't fly American. I ain't never fly American Airlines. I had no desire. The only the only airlines from America that I have flown was Delta and United. I did fly United. United didn't impress me at all, but I flew them because that was a cheap ticket to get here one time. But Delta was bad for a while when I first started coming, but then it got better. They're all right now. And Republic is from Philippine Airlines from the Philippines. They're good. They were bad as well, but they've gotten better. Customer service better now. But he had American. Apparently, Americans got bad customer service, and they treat you like cattle. Get up here. Get out of here. Get out of here. He was like, what? I said, if that was me, Murphy. I said, excuse me. What'd you say? Excuse me. What's your name? I need your name. What's your badge number? Because I'm gonna report you, mister. That's how you do. Let's go around chain, BobbieD. Who we got? Terry Fleming, he said, I'm so sorry for all the pain and suffering you have been through, sir. Yeah, God is able, man. Arthur is a strong man. He got a strong mind, and he has a strong spirit. And he has strong people, men around him. And we're going to surround him in prayer Every time we go in our prayer time, y'all remember him and lift him up and his family in prayer so they can get through this time of grief. Okay, let's go around chain, Bobby. Who we got? Lisa, we are praying for your fast recovery, Sir Terry. Hope you get better soon. Ryan Train, Bobby, One Nation. King Arthur, thanks for the condolences. And you too, Queen. Thank you so much. Ryan Train, Bobby, who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, thanks, Queen Angel. I appreciate that. Ryan Train, who we got? King Arthur. He said, after I get my affairs in order, I'm planning on a visit to the Philippines next year. Okay. Yeah, do that, man. It'd be you have time to recover from your tragedy that you had, and you'll be a little bit back together. And you never totally get back to when you lost somebody that was that close to you, but you'll be able to get on the other side of life and see how things are and give you a new perspective. And every time you change environments, your attitude sometimes change, because your altitude changes, and you get a better perspective, you get better insight and a better vision on things in life. So you'll be all right, man. We're praying for you. Ryan Train, who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, King Arthur, God has brought you through the hardest of life's losses and will lead you through a dawn that is to come. Yeah. Yeah. The Bible says that joy cometh in the what? The nighttime? Now. The midnight? Now. In the morning. Joy cometh in the morning. So keep on keeping on till the morning light hits. And then God gonna bring you your joy. You got to be consistent and faithful with him, just like he is with you. Ryan Train, Bobby, who we got? Smooth sound. He said, NetSpin, Wells Fargo, BobbieD, and Chase debit cards are the best. NetSpin? I don't know what NetSpin. I just got a regular. I just got a basic Wells Fargo card. I don't use. I use it every now and then, but most of my cards are paid off. I only got one card I'm paying on, and that'll be paid off soon. But I don't like to have no big credit card bill that's every month paying the minimum. I don't like that. If I have to pay, I want to double whatever the minimum tell me to pay. I try to double it till I get. I want to get it paid off quick as I can. I don't like them sitting around. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Alfie, what's up, man? He said, thanks. I was thinking of using Quicksilver. Okay, I got Quicksilver. I'm hoping Capital One won't give my any issues. No, Quicksilver is fine. You won't have any problem with that. I use that. That's the main credit card I use. I don't use it Wells Fargo, but I got Quicksilver, and I got Wells Fargo. I have two Capital One cards. One I got Quicksilver. I forgot the name of the other one. Anyway, I got two Capital One and one Wells Fargo. I got three credit cards. That's all I use. I very seldom use any of them. But and I have a Chase debit card. I use the most thing I use out here, guys, is a card. If I gotta put something on the card, it's a Chase debit card for the States. Now, here's what we do when we're in the United Philippines. We have bank accounts with the local companies at banks here. Okay. So if you're going to stay out here full time, guys, I would suggest you get your account on one of the local banks here, and not those small mom and pop. Get one of the biggest banks. I got an account at BDO, Banco de Oro, and then I got an account at BPI, Bank of the Philippines, and then we got an account at Metro Bank. Those are the three largest banks out here, and they have international services, and they treat their customers good. Now, the best bank out here, local bank or Philippine bank I have out here is BDO. I love BDO. They're the best bank. They just friendly. Every time I go in there, people greet me with a smile, and I just like that bank. BPI, yeah, all right, but I like BDO the best out of all, and then Metro's after that. Ryan Train, who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, are Visa card good? Yeah, they are. Visa card, if you have a credit card with a Visa logo or MasterCard logo, Discover card, what's another one? Diners, they don't take their Diners card that much, but Visa card, logo, MasterCard logo, Discover card, you'd be all right. Now, I forgot I got a I never used that card. I got a Discover card, but I've never used it. But I went to a bank one time. I was trying to do some transactions. She said, well, these cards, and she mentioned Discover. That's why I know they take Discover cards out of it. But you very see anybody use Discover cards overseas. I don't know why, but anyway, but anytime you got one of those logos on it, you'll be all right. But if you have a debit card from a credit union, you have to check with that credit union, because as I mentioned earlier, a lot of the credit unions they're not international, so the card may not work it. So if you're coming here with a debit card, check with your from a credit union, check with your credit union before you come in. I told you I had Telco, Georgia Telco, and when I came to try to use the card, it didn't work. But thank goodness I had some other cards, but that was my main card at the time. Let's go around, who we got? Alfie, he said, Bobby, what health insurance do you recommend for a single man winning the Philippines or abroad in general? Hopefully I won't need it, but rather be safe than sorry. I tell you what I use. I don't know. I might be wrong. I might be right. You know what I'm saying? Loving me is wrong. I don't want to be right. But yeah, I use the basic Phil Health program. It's like the country's HMO program for everybody in a universal health plan. It's called Phil Health, PHILHEALTH, Phil Health. And it's very reasonable for me. I think it's like about 200 a year for me. And then I think Lisa D is what, like 500 pesos a month, something like that. It's real cheap for the Filipinos.
300.
Huh?
300 a month.
Okay, Lisa D pays 300 pesos a month. I pay about $200 a year rather, because the foreigner, they charge us more. But it's worth it because they take care of all of your inpatient needs. So if you're in the hospital, not all of it, they take 20%, which is not a whole lot. So, but I've never had to use Lisa D. You had to use it for Lisa D one time. They paid we paid
20%.
they pay 20% of inpatient services, put it like that. Labs, all that stuff, they'll pay total of 20%. So it helps, but you should always have your own money or
There's
credit.
a lot of insurance. Just go to the bank.
Yeah.
They offer you the insurance.
Yeah, the banks offer insurance out here as well. But I did a couple of shows on insurance. Check out those videos. Okay, Ron Chain, BobbieD, who we got? Swoop. He said Meals on Wheels gave me chicken, greens, and lentils. My dog is loving greens and lentils right now. They give it to the dog. I made noodles with the chicken. Okay. Hey man, Meals on, if it's free, take it. Whatever they give you free, do what you can do with it. Eat it, or let your dog eat it, whatever. But have a good time with it, man. But don't eat too much and keep on losing that weight. Okay. You lost 9 pounds. You got about, I need you to lose about 25, 30 more. Okay. Get that side down. Okay, man. You can do it. Ryan Chain, who we got? Terry, he said, I think I'll just bring a couple of changes, clothes, and buy more when I get there. Yes. My first year, I brought everything except the kitchen sink. I was like, what the? And I realized I overpacked. I didn't know. But the next year, I had one bag, one luggage bag that I put in the luggage compartment. I had one backpack, and then I had my laptop in a little carrier. That's it. I traveled light. I had like 2 pair of pants, I had a pair of tennis shoes, a pair of sandals, and I had two or three pairs of shirts, and that was it. I traveled light because what you can do if you don't want to buy. There's so many wash houses there, and when you stay in a hotel, it's got cleaners. You can wash the stuff out, or you can wash it. If you can wash that stuff in the restroom by yourself, and the next day you got to change your clothes. So don't pack too much, guys. Please don't do that, because you're gonna pay for it if you do, because it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you your body, because you got you ain't got no wheels on that thing. You got to carry that luggage. Let's go around. Who we got? Alfie, would you recommend Davao City, Manila? Here's Quezon City for the first time. Have you been to all three? If you're still there's a big difference. Okay, I've been in Manila. I've been to Quezon City, and I've never been to Davao. Okay, Manila is the capital. So Manila, when you say Manila is surrounded. It encompasses a whole lot of other cities like Makati, BGC, all of that. So Quezon City, I would say never. I wouldn't recommend Quezon City for the first time person to go to. It's full of drugs. So it's one of the biggest drug areas in Manila. Okay, I wouldn't recommend anybody to go there to live. It's too dangerous. People, drug shootouts, and you know how they got the drug war still going on there, right? It's still, people are still getting messed up. So drug is a big issue in that city. I would not recommend that. Davao, I haven't been there, but I know it's in Mindanao. And Mindanao is a place where sometimes people get kidnapped because the rebel influence is still there. But they say
it's okay, but don't go to a different area that you're not familiar with.
Davao is a big city, similar to Cebu, so it should be okay. But always be careful when you're in Mindanao. Okay, and so that the big difference between Davao and Cebu, Davao is in Mindanao and the rebel influence. Cebu is not. Cebu is in Visayas, and it doesn't have a rebel influence. But both Davao and Cebu people there, the natives speak Cebuano or Visayas, which is, and then, but if you go to the north, which is in Manila and Quezon City area, they speak Tagalog or what they call it Filipino or Tagalog, same thing. So the difference, the language and the difference of the dialects is different here. Okay, so uh, you'll find the people are more friendlier in Cebu and in Davao versus Manila. Manila people act like they're from New York. They don't want to look at you. They don't want to speak. They got an attitude. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I like Cebu. I like Cebu and I like Versailles better. Okay, so I would say go to Cebu or Davao, one or the other. Okay, let's go around chain, Bobby. Who we got? Jeff Raw in the house. What's up, Jeff? Jeff in the house. What's up, man? He said, "What's good, Dick's family and friends? We still here, working hard and watching the Mississippi River run dry, but the pesos look good lately. Yeah." Pesos, we last that's time what 58, 59, and that's 59. That's a good rate, exchange rate, man. You can't beat that. We living good over here off of that exchange rate. Uh, the lowest I've ever seen the peso was like 31, something like that, and that was a long time ago. So, uh, 59 is awesome. They're talking about it getting sick over 60 by the years in. So I don't know, but I'm praying that it do because the more it gets, the better we get. Hey man, Jen, you got to come on out here, man. I know your wife. He's married to a Filipino, and they have two beautiful daughters. Your wife and your daughters are missing their relatives out here, James. You got to bring them out here sometime, man. You can't stay out there in the United States forever. Like, let it go. I know they see them on the internet, but it's nothing like being there right up close and personal. Ron Chamber, who we got? Terry Fleming, he said, my credit card is from my credit union. Okay, yeah. Yours might work out here, Terry, but you have to check with them before you leave. If you come out here, or you might just give them a call. You might can figure that out online too. Say, I might be going to the Philippines. Can you tell me my card where? And when I go to the Philippines overseas, is this an international card? So you got that. Let's go around train BobbieD. Who we got? Smooth sounds. He said, my insurance paid for the meals trying to make 200 pounds. Oh, your insurance paid for the meals. Okay. That's why you picking out all the time. Insurance pay for anything he want. So he get 2 or 3 everything. Okay, Doc, you got to cut back on that, man. I started eating a lot of plant-based meat. Now we don't buy a lot of meat for meat. I buy the plant-based meat, which is made out of veggies, and most of it tastes just like regular meat to me. But that's what you should do, some meat alternatives, and then always eat your veggies and your fruit. If you do that every day, you're gonna wind up losing your weight, man. But don't let nobody fatten you up, man. Fat ain't good on. Most of the time, you find fat is not good for people. Okay, it just slows your body down, and don't let it cover your heart. Your heart can't even beat for the fat, So let's work on getting everybody. Let's work on getting our body down the side. Okay, man. Let's go. Right chain. Who we got? Alfie. He said, "Round the train. Who round the train? Who me got? Thanks for the info." Okay, I don't know what it means. Hey man, okay. Thank you. He said, "Riding the train." Thank you so much for the information you got. Hey, you welcome, man. Anytime. That's why we here. That's why we here. That's why we here. Each one reach one. Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? I can throw you better than I can show you. Let's go round train. Who we got? I can show you better than I can throw you. Sorry. Alpha, he said, I saw pictures of Manila. Looks very crowded. Yeah, Manila. I call Manila a little New York because it reminds me of Manhattan. Now, when I was out there, we went to Escorio. What's it called? Escorio. Anyway, we went to Escorio, and then I lived in Escorview, and then I went to Makati. So those mirror, and then I went to the other one was BGC. But it could be very, very congested, and you have to be more careful because it's more crime. The bigger the city, the bigger the crime. And a lot of pickpockets out there, and they know you. If you got this melanin in your skin like me, they know you black as the night, and you're a black man. That means they know you foreigner, and you're a target. You got a target on your back. So you have to be more careful what you do in a bigger city versus a smaller town, because everybody's eyeing you. Smooth. He said Manila's like oversized, crazy. Yeah, that's why I call it Little New York. It's just like a little New York to me, man. So, but I don't like it up there because a lot of places up there is nasty, just straight up nasty, man. And I be trying. I don't like to be. I don't know y'all. I don't like being in a nasty place. But I want a decent, nice place, and I want what I look like coming to. I can't look how the nice place in the USA, right? Nice area, and I'm gonna come to the Philippines, live in a nasty place. Nah, I ain't with that. Let's go around change. Who we got? Smooth. He said, my money really go up to 1,600. I'll be living there soon. Okay, all right, man. Do what you got to do, man. Keep praying, keep planning, and things will work out. Strategize. Don't fantasize, Smooth. Okay. Whatever you do, do not fantasize. Don't play that song, Just My Imagination. Don't do that, man. You need some reality. You need a reality check in there. If it ain't right, don't do it. Let's go around chain. Who we got? Terry Flynn. He said, I had no problem in the Dominican Republic with my cards. Okay. Okay. Dominican Republic is a country that accepts very welcoming to most foreigners, especially Americanos. They want that US dollar, man. Dominican Republic has got a good reputation about it. I think Markell just talked about the visa over there is good, and living over there is good. It's one of the cheapest you can get. So compared to Colombia, so that's a good place to go. It's not too far from the States, man. So you might want to take a ride back down, and when you get well enough, strong enough, because it takes you a long time to get here. I mean, it's a long ride. Murphy Hayes can attest to the fact it is a long ride. When ain't no easy thing. Let's go. Who we got? Move. He said Meal on Wheels use that powder in their food to give you that full feeling, so they give a small portion. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. What kind of powder you use to give you full feel? Let's go right here. Who we got? Alfie, he said probably costs more to stay in Manila. Yeah, it does. Manila prices are very similar to the USA, believe it or not. I know that sounds crazy to believe, but it is true. The Manila prices are higher. The highest prices in this country you're gonna find in the Manila area. I remember one time Lisa D was living in Manila, and she had to rent a room, and she paid for the room as much as she would pay for one house, live in a house here in Cebu. She paid as much as she could rent a house for the money she was paying for one little small room. Okay, and in a rooming house. So that show you the big difference.
The size of that room is just like the CR.
Yeah, it was like a little small CR, a little box, and she paid. I forgot how much she paid, but it was
5,500.
yeah, she paid about 5,000 for a small tiny. When I saw it, I said, "What? They charge you for this? You could barely move your hand from. You could stand up with your hands and hit the walls like that. That's how small one. Let's go around chain. We got Smooth. He said vets are supposed to get one hell of a increase in their money. 8.7%. Markell told us that last week. 8.7% is the cost of living. The COLA stands for cost of living allowance. Is the cost of living allowance increase for next year? It's 8.7%. That's for
8.9.
You sure?
This was your Terry said.
Okay, 8.9 was. I thought it was 8.7. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, 8.7%, and that's going to for Social Security. That's for veterans. That's for disability. All of the government stuff that goes up with the COLA. That's what it's going to be. Now, if you're living overseas, you might see some of that money. It may be okay with you. But if you're living in America and you get that COLA, you're not going to see that because inflation. Last time I checked was 8.4, something like that, 8 point something. So inflation here in the Philippines is 6.9. So inflation is kicking everybody's butt worldwide. Ryan Train, who we got? He said same powder the Chinese people use. Okay. I don't know what that powder is. I think he's talking. Yeah, I hear what she said. She said that's the rat powder. You better watch that rat powder, man. You don't want that in your life. You don't want that. I think he's talking about MSG. It's a chemical they use to preserve the food and stuff. Let's go around chain. We got William Berry. What's up, William? How you doing, my brother? So good to see you. Welcome to the show. He's heading over to the Philippines November 8th, joining my girlfriend and 2 kids in Salcedo Village, Makati. Okay. Salcedo, Makati. I've been in Makati. Makati is an older part of Manila. a lot of older buildings, but it's a very popular part of the city. It was clean there. I went too nasty. I rented a condo. They had a great time. And so I do have a fond memory about Makati. Hope to see you, man. Give us a shout out when you get ready to get over there. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Terry plays 8.9 for veterans rates. Okay, 8.9. Okay, I think Social Security is 8 point. I don't know anyway, but around the same amount. But yeah, that's a nice little increase. But if you ain't gonna see it, if you live in the United States, you're not gonna see that increase. You know why? Inflation, and it's going up every month. And then, but the Federal Reserve does what they can. They fight the inflation by doing what? Raising the basis point, U.S. Federal basis point, bring up the money. They raise the interest rates. So that's how we got to do. But that hurts people that are trying to get a house because the interest rates jump up and they
You
can't
would
get
get a
out.
raise also.
Yeah. Right, Jane, Bobby, who we got? Jam. We got 3 more years to retirement. We'll jump on that plane. Okay, man. Yeah, 3 more years. Congrats, man. Y'all hear that? Jam is like 30-something years old, man. So he got 3 years. So he's doing good. He got 3 more years and he's gonna be coming down to the Philippines. Jam, you need to go and get you a house now, man. And when you get it, it'll be paid for.
Yeah.
Get you a condo, a small house. So when you come here, you ain't got to stay with nobody. You go straight to your home. You already got it filled out. You get your relative to come down and deck it out, buy furniture, whatever. Get your house, pay monthly payments, or get a little condo. And then that's when you don't want to live in it, rent it out and buy you something else. But that's the meantime when you get here, that's where you can stay until you get set up. Let's go ride train by release. One nation under groove and love. Alfie, he said, thanks so much. Cebu sounds more attractive. I love Cebu, man. I've been here since 2014. And but I've been to other places, living, business and stuff like that. But Cebu is a very friendly place. People are friendly. It's a city. It's a big city. I don't like no small towns. Can't keep me in no small town. I don't mind going to visit and riding through there. No, I'm not staying there. I'm not the small town kind of guy. I like the big city life. Okay, keep Manhattan. Keep the country. Give me Manhattan. Green Acres, we are here. Let's go. Oh God, Alfie, he said, oh, you live in Cebu? Yeah, I live in Cebu. Been here for since 2014. I don't plan on going nowhere else right now. This is my hometown. So for right now, this is my hometown away from my hometown. This is my place of residence. To put it like that. All right, guys. It's been real. It's been real. We got to go. We got to go. Thank you, Markell, for showing up today. Thank you so much, King Arthur, for showing up and letting us know about the tragedy in your life. I want everybody to remember to pray for King Arthur. His wife died recently, and that's why he was trying to recover. That's why he didn't have a way to get in touch with us. So I gave my email address and everything. So if those of you that are trying to get in touch with me, you need a contact number, email, go to my description of any of my videos. Then you'll see in the description, I have social media and contact numbers. If you can't reach me with the email, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and I'll be able to get back to you now. I don't check my stuff every time like I'm supposed to because I'll be busy doing videos. But when I get it and I see your message, I'm on it. I'm on it, doggone it, okay? So y'all remember, I need you to pray for Terry Fleming. Terry Fleming is recovering. I need to pray for King Arthur. King Arthur is going through bereavement for his loss of his family. Who else is there? Murphy Hayes, pray for Murphy Hayes that he have a safe trip back. He's gonna be out here for a month, and he's gonna enjoy that his trip would be safe and pleasant. He have a nice experience with his lady and everything. Everything worked out fine for him, and he'd get back home safely. And what else? That's it. Okay. Smooth Sound. Pray for Smooth Sound that he can stay strong, continue on his diet, that he lose some more weight. And because we all know the more weight you lose, the more fat you can burn up off of you, the better your body's going to do what? Respond. Okay, Murphy Hayes is a perfect example. Murphy Hayes lost 43 pounds. That's like a little mini Murphy. Okay? 43 pounds in his belly. He got a big belly. Now his belly's flat. My belly not too big, but it was bigger than his. I gotta get like Murphy. I gotta bring this belly down. But get all that fat off. You don't need it, man. You don't need that.
It's easier to get flooded, my dear, get a knife.
Thank you. You heard what she said? Lisa D, that's not funny. I'm not playing with you. She said, easy to get flat, get a knife. I don't want that kind of flattening. But yeah, man, it's always good to get that weight off of you. You don't need it. I exercise like five, 6 times a week. Sometimes a little less because if I'm busy on a video, I can't do it. But uh, always keep an exercise program. Always eat properly as much as you can because sometimes you got to have something you don't supposed to have. You know that, but don't do it too much. That will keep you okay. Alvin said, "Oh, agree with you on that big city. Yeah, I'm a big city kind of guy. I don't like that country life. You can have it. You can have it. You can have it. I need some action, Jackson. You know what I'm saying? You remember that program, that movie with Action Jackson? I got to have some action, man. Give me no small town life. I'm not with that, and I'm not with nobody else with that either." All right, that's it for now, guys. This is for real. This for real. This for real. We got to go. We got to go. We got to go. This BobbieD saying, take care. God bless, and see you on the backside tomorrow. Peace.